most beautiful ladies in the whole wide world. I'm back. I'm back with a makeup tutorial. So listen, thing about makeup is that it really just takes a lot of practice to really get it good. To really look like you are a professional or like your face was done by a professional, it takes practice. It takes lots of, literally years of practice. If you're not gonna go to school and learn how to do it, you have your own face, use it every single day. You will learn what products you like. You will learn what colors you will like. You will learn what to do and what not to do. And so let's go ahead and jump right in to this tutorial. Listen, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Help a sister out. Show me some love. And that helps you because YouTube will send the content that you like your way, okay? Without you having to search and dig for it. You ever had the experience of finding somebody, stumbling across someone, and then wondering, how come I've never seen this person before? Subscribe. That will help you, okay? And that will help so that you won't have that problem.
I'm not your chick, not your boo, not your side piece. Keep that too. This is the anthem.
So let's get started. I've already washed my face. I have used black soap. I love this black soap. This is Black and White. It's by Black and White. That's the name of the brand. It is called Genuine Vitamin E Rainforest Kapuaku Butter Black Soap. That is a long name. That's a long, but I love this. It is just phenomenal. So look, it is literally a bar of black soap. I really like what it does to my face. My face looks very, very dry right now. Please excuse that because I probably went a little overboard in preparation for the video. But I have also been using just regular rubbing alcohol. So if you tend to get blackheads, whiteheads, or tend to have certain areas like I have on the bridge of my nose, I always just get these little teeny tiny bumps. They're not pimples. It's not acne. I don't think it's considered acne, but they're just kind of always there. And so I found that when I use this, my nose comes out very, very smooth. Very, very smooth. So let's go ahead and jump into this video so y'all don't have to keep looking at me with this dry face. The first thing I'm gonna do is use some Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula for moisture. I always use this for moisture. I've been using this for years. Sometimes I slack off or I'll switch to, whatchamacallit, olive oil, maybe a little almond oil sometimes, but mainly I stick with the cocoa butter. I really just think it is great because it is. It has been proven vitamin E is great for your skin. It is phenomenal. And I like that this doesn't really change the appearance of my skin the way a lot of other moisturizing products do. Not all of them, but some of them do. Like for example, it's not really a moisturizing product, but as an example, shea butter. If I use that on my face, I look strange because it's so heavy. It's so rich. And then some of the olive oils do that as well. So you may just want to use olive oil like when you go to sleep, like I do. And the moisturization is just, it's phenomenal. There's none like it. There is no other like what God has just made. So let me go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to use is NYX. This is NYX Concealer Serum. It is a concealer serum. As you can see, I use this a lot lately. And what I'm using is the, let's see, which tone is this? Because I'm going to let y'all know what tone I'm using. This one is, man, the writing is small as heck. Camel. This one is called Camel. So I like to use that down here. And I'm going to try to be quick, y'all, because my thing has always been to try to perfect a very, very quick makeup regimen, okay? Now, let me see what else I got to use. I have another color, another shade of NYX that I use. And this one is called Deep Golden, okay? I know that looks a little crazy. It's okay. We're going to fix all of that. So I use the Deep Golden under my eyes, forehead, and then As you can see, just kind of, I use my fingers, and you can use your brushes. I use my brushes as well. It just, you know, it's whatever I feel in the moment, that is what I use. So I'll go back and use my brushes to blend that in. Okay, but I also use the darker one. I just want to say I use the darker one just around the perimeter of my face. There you go. Did I use the darker one I picked up? I did not pick up the darker one. This is the darker one that I like to use just around the perimeter of my face. And I'm going to use the brush to really get that, to work it in, to blend it. Because it is concealer serum, you don't want to use too much of that, because it's already a little heavy. It's already a little thick. I started using this instead of foundation because I have always had a hard time finding the right foundation for my skin tone. Okay, so when I tried this one day, I liked it. So I just kept doing it. I just kept going. So under your eyes, make sure to be gentle. Make sure that you're gentle. If you have under eye circles, this is phenomenal. Even if you don't, it is phenomenal. But it's especially phenomenal if you do. Okay? And just make sure you blend it well. That's all. It's okay if it's all over your lips for now. That's fine. That's no biggie, because we're going to fix that as well. Okay? All right. So I'm going to switch brushes now. I'm going to switch brushes real quick. I am not doing around my eyebrows. I'm making sure I'm leaving an area around my eyebrows because I've got to pencil my eyebrows in. So how you guys doing? I'm so tired. I'm really, really tired. So my husband has been, his workload has changed, and so for the last like month now, oh God, has it been more than a month? It maybe has even been more than a month, possibly. But anyway, we've been waking up most days even earlier than we had been prior to that. So we're waking up, the latest we're waking up is 5 o'clock. We're waking up, he's waking up as early as 3 o'clock. I'm waking up as early as 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock and 4:30, and we've been doing that every single day, and we've been house hunting. So when I say I am tired, I drove to Atlanta and back last night, all in one night. All in one night, in just a matter of a few hours. I was on my way to Atlanta and then turn around on the road back. So I'm really, really tired, y'all. I'm really, really tired, but I had to get on here. I had to get on here and do this. I had to do it for y'all, and I'm glad I did. Listen, consistency is everything. Consistency is everything. If you got goals and you have consistency issues, you're gonna have to start kicking yourself in the butt, and that's it. And there's really no way around it. Okay, so as you can see, my face looks a little bit strange right now. Let's get these eyebrows done. Let's just get these eyebrows done, and that will help. That will definitely help. So the first thing I'm gonna do, sorry, just still blending. Okay, so I have been using this pencil, this eyebrow pencil. Please don't tell me I left it in the car. Did I leave it in? Instead is this brush right here. This brush, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my mirror, not at y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna use this, and as you can see, that has a very it's very, very thin. It's very thin and it's slanted. Okay, so what I do is I dip this, wrong one. Wrong one. Jay, get it together, Jay. Okay, I'm going to be using Profusion Brows. Profusion Brows. Okay, and so this has, you've got brow wax, brow highlights. You got in a few, excuse me y'all, let me wipe this. And a few different colors. You've got the brown, medium brown, you've got ash brown, and soft brown as well, okay? So what I like to do is use the brow wax and then dip it in the dark brown. Really get the brush in there, really get it in there. And I start shaping my eyebrows from there. So I start here. Okay, start here. And it's kind of an inverted triangle that I'm doing. I know I do this a little different than probably everybody else that you've seen, but it still comes out beautifully. Okay, alrighty. Now, just to show you ladies exactly what I'm talking about, let's go in with the concealer now. I'm gonna wipe my hands real quick. Put that brush down. Being as organized as possible really does help this whole process. It really does. Organized as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and add this right now while I'm thinking about it. So I'm gonna put slightly, oh, wrong one. Oh, that's the wrong one. The lighter concealer serum under my eyes, and then I will go back and blend that as well, okay? And as you can see, I do it kind of sloppy and fast, you know, because I'm trying to get through this quick. And every day, honestly, that's my goal. Like, get my makeup done quick, because I don't want to be here all day doing makeup. So let's move on now. We got, I was going to use the concealer for underneath to line my eyebrows, but what I'm going to use is the regular concealer serum that I just used to outline underneath my eyes. And I'm going to use the one that is called Sand. It is called Sand, okay? Again, I'm going to use one of these really thin brushes with a point, that's slanted, and it is very thin and small brush, because that way I can get a nice clean line underneath my eyebrows. Okay, so what I do is just kind of dab that in there, squeeze a little bit out, make sure I get that concealer really into my brush. And remember, you also can just use a concealer like the LA Girl concealer tube that has the little brush on the end. Okay, I'm looking for something that's probably in the car too. All right, so I start here. I start right there. If you're from the South, you've heard that. Right there. I want to get that nice clean line. I'm going to shut up for a second so I don't mess up my line. Alrighty. Okay, so we're gonna take my brush, take a small brush again now, and again, I want to make sure there isn't any dark makeup in there. Could have possibly been some eyeshadow, so I just wanted to wipe it and check on a white cloth. on a white cloth or a white paper towel. There's a small brush, as you can see, okay? That is a rounded tip. Typically, this is for eyeshadow, but it's great for eyebrows as well. So I like to just kind of blend over here. Since I have a lighter concealer underneath my eyebrows, I want to blend so that it does not, because I want to keep that the lighter shade under my brow, okay? I don't want my face, you know, because if it goes past my brow, then my face, you know, is just not the right color. And we don't want that. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to over my brow. Over my brow, I'm gonna use the darker concealer serum. And this one is, I love NYX. They are really just, I love this. I really love the way it looks when I'm done. But this is the deep golden. So this is the one that I put underneath my eyes. I'm gonna also use it around my eyebrows on top. And then I will blend that as well. Here we go, let's start over here. Okay, and then this part here, you know, I should have already done that. It doesn't matter, it's no big deal. It doesn't really matter when you do it. It really doesn't matter that much. Let's bring this down, do my nose. And let's get that blended, blended. And then we want to get underneath over here, a little lighter. Here, of course, a little lighter. Guys, we're almost done, almost. You want to highlight, of course, those cheekbones. Take it all the way in to your inner eye corner, lightly. Inner eye, very, very light. There you go. Make sure you get under those eyes. And then remember to blend out, okay? You don't want this lighter concealer. This is a highlight, basically. So you don't want to take it out all the way out. It should not meet your hairline, okay? Blend it so that you still have that darker foundation around the perimeter of your face, okay? There you go. Because otherwise you're gonna look strange, because that lighter concealer is not, it doesn't match my skin. It doesn't match my skin, so we use it as a highlighter, okay? As a highlighter. Alrighty, there you go, guys. There you go, eyebrows. Now I will also kind of blend this the brow color, because I just don't like it too heavy. And make sure that you use your brow brush. Ladies, use that brush. Use the brush up. I should have done that. It's okay. It's okay. You forget something, you just go back and do it. No biggie. No biggie. 1, 2, 3. Very simple. Very simple. There you go. There you go. I'm loving it. It's not 100% perfect, but guess what? If you spend all, if you try to get them 100% perfect every daggone day of your life, you will drive yourself crazy. So my motto is, you know, stuff happens. Stuff happens. Get close enough. And I use this little pencil. This is by CoverGirl. This is 715 Brun Meal, which is called also Honey Brown. It is a very, very thin liner. Very, very thin and very dark liner. It is for brows. As you can see, it has the brow brush on the end, and then it's got the liner on the other end. So there we go. That's good enough. I'm not going to obsess over these brows. I will literally be here all day long if I obsess over my brows. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to what's next. The next thing would be shadow. Let's get my little shadow. Let's get a little shadow brush. This will do. This baby will do. This baby will do. The same one that I used to blend the concealer around my eyes, around my eyebrows. I'm going to use that one. I will go back into my brows. Should I use that? Should I use that? Yeah. My Milani palette here. As you can see, this is very well used. She is not neglected. Hold on. She's not neglected at all. At all. Okay. It's called We Are Milani. That is what's on the mirror. But I'm going to let you take a look at the outside. This you can pick up from Walmart, from Wally Mart. Good old Walmart. It's got everything. As you can see, I've got a lot of natural tones, some shimmer, some copper shimmer, some gold shimmer, some brick shimmer. We've got some browns in there, like almost anything. Just the perfect colors. They're called, the green is called Eden. The gold shimmer is called Ultra Gilded. This is just great. This is really great for, I would say, anybody. I would say anybody. Let me go ahead and fix underneath my eyes real quick. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and use I'm going to use a very, very dark. Nah, you know what? I'm going to use the other Milani. The other Milani, it has, y'all, my mirror is broken, y'all. So I'm not going to show y'all my mirror. I'm going to use the other one. This is a darker brown. So I want to use these, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start with a dark, dark brown. In order to create the winged eyeliner effect and a smoky eye, basically, I create that using very dark brown. This one is called, can't read it anymore. It's called Cocoa Brown. It's called Cocoa Brown. So I use this over here, right there. I used to just use a black liner. It's hard. You got to be careful when you use this too, because, see, this is why I should not have done. Don't do your highlighting on underneath your eyes. Don't do your brow bone until you finish your shadow, because that can drip down onto your face, and then all of a sudden now. And so this is the shape that you want to create, as if you are creating a wing without the liner, but instead with the brush, okay? Now, what you're gonna do, hope you can see well, okay, what I did exactly. And then you're just gonna blend it. You're gonna blend it. So you want a brush like this to blend, okay? There you go. Very, very soft. It's a very soft brush. I'm not sure who made this brush. I'm sorry. Oh, it says, no, that's not the brand. It says blending. It says blending, but that's not the brand. And actually, you know what? I want to use this color first for my eyelid. This one is called, let's see if I can read it because everything has makeup on it and the words are very small. It says, don't raise in your voice. It's called Don't Raise in Your Voice. And it is a beautiful, almost burgundy, almost a burgundy. So I'm going to use that for over my eyelid. Make sure you blow it. Again, you don't want it to fall onto your cheeks, okay? So I apply it right here over my lid. Be gentle. Just be gentle. There you go. Let's go ahead and blend up, up, up towards that eyebrow. Let's start over here with that darker corner, and let's blend. There you go. And let's just come up. You know, I found eyeshadow very, very challenging up until very recently. And now I think just don't be afraid. Just don't be afraid. You'll figure it out. Watch some tutorials like mine. Thank you for watching mine. Thank you so much. And before you know it, you'll get it. You'll get it. Okay. Start with more basic looks. You know, I know we see a lot of beautiful, amazing makeup artistry, but just start with a basic look. If you start with a very basic look, you'll get it. You'll get it and practice. Practice the more basic looks first. So as you can see, I'm blending up, blending out. It's okay. The colors will mix. It's fine. It's fine. I wish you could see this in person because this burgundy and the chocolate look just amazing. They look so beautiful together. So then also what I like to do is add a lighter color as well. Okay. So I'll take, just cleaning my brush real quick. I have a brush that I used yesterday that I don't want to get the wrong color where I don't want it, okay? So I gotta get that residue. And then I'm using this brush, little small eyeshadow brush again, for a lighter, let's see, what lighter color would I use? I would say orange, or even this pink right here. Let's try that. I've never done that. I've never done pink in there. And like I said, I just started with shadow. So let's try that. It might look kind of dope with that red because it's not going to come out looking very pink. I think it's going to look like it graduates almost like an ombre effect into that burgundy. Can't really see it. So I'm going to go back in with the lighter pink on top of it as well. I'm gonna blow and let's try this again. I'm gonna go ahead and use a very light tan, which is almost white, to lighten up over here. Again, if I had used a primer or concealer here, this lighter color would show up better. Okay, now it's starting to. It is starting to now. Now it's starting to show up nicely. Okay, so there we go. And then what I would do is go back in with maybe a little bit of a sparkle, and then I'm gonna call it a day for my eyes after the sparkle and some what you call it, liner. So let's go ahead and pat this. This is the what is called Boss Lady. Boss Lady. So it's glittery and copper is what I will call it. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that right here, right there. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Let's get some more and go in on my left eye. You see that? That's gonna look so gorgeous. And that looks really, really lovely. Really nice. Oh, really nice. Really, really nice. So I'm gonna just blend that so we can move on, okay? So we can move on. Hold on, let me just get a little bit more. I'm gonna put some more on the larger brush, more of the Boss Lady shadow, which is the coppery, shimmery one. And again, just play with the colors until you can come up with something that you love, you know. I'm sure you will come up with many looks that you will love if you just continue to play with your shadows, and you know, you be your own guinea pig and you'll figure it out. You will figure it out. Everything seems hard until you just do it, and the more you do it, you start figuring it out. Start figuring out the things that you could not have figured out any other way. Okay, so I'm gonna just blend that. That color is so gorgeous. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. As you can see, I'm blending from the inner corner out. Okay, now I'm going to use the darker liner. Hold on, because what I need, it's Wet n Wild. It's Wet n Wild, and there you go. It's just a liner, just a liquid liner. It is just a liquid liner. You guys, I'm sure I have makeup all over my hands. All right, guys, so I'm gonna take this liner. If I can open it. If I can open it. There you go. It's got a nice little brush. Look at this little brush. Look, anybody can work with this. Anybody can work with this little brush. So we're gonna take that, go over. I am not trying to create a perfect line. I'm just trying to really create a dark smudge. Kind of just a dark smudge, okay? Quite honestly. It's not going to be perfect. What I used to do was make a perfect line for my wing. I used to do that, but I don't necessarily want that harsh look right now. The more defined, dark look right now. I don't want that right now. Okay, kind of getting away from that, and moving away from that. Okay, since I started doing the shadow, I don't want to see a very defined line. Although if I feel like doing it on a particular day, then I'll do it. Then I will just do it. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. So the brush, where's the little brush that I want? Is this one? Is this baby? Okay, so this is the brush that I'm going to be using now to just blend. As you can see, it's very thin, very, very thin there. I like to squeeze it. That sounds crazy. I like to squeeze it. So this is by Modessa. And so what I do is kind of just clean up. I clean up this line, clean it up a little bit. But as I'm cleaning it, I'm also smudging it on purpose. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want a perfect line. Not this time, okay? Not this time. So I'm smudging it on purpose and kind of cleaning it up at the same time. I'll just go ahead and use some more liner and then smudge it to bring my line up, to bring it up. Okay, and then I'll just smudge it. That's it. Very simple. Make sure those lines are even, that they're symmetrical. It's very simple. so I'm gonna take this brush now and I'm gonna kind of bring this dark end, blend it up, okay? Because again, I don't want to see a defined line. So I'm blending up, 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 up and away. There you go. Just blend it so that I'm not seeing, you don't want to see a line, okay? You want to see darkness, not a line. There you go. And let's move on to this side. Let's blend up, up, up. Be careful that you don't mess up your brow that you've drawn. Don't mess it up. Take your time. Take your time. We don't have to be fast. We're not getting ready for a wedding today. I don't know. Maybe you are. Who knows? You never know. You never know. Can't assume anything. There you go. And you see how easily that just blends. There you go. It's just going to blend so lovely. Oh, it's going to look so nice. Go up, get into that brow. Don't mess up your brow, but definitely get into that brow. Definitely do that. Yes, I do switch back and forth. Like I said, I'm different. I'm probably different than everybody else that you've watched. But it will look beautiful. My face will look beautiful. Okay, so now what you want to do is use, where is that edge? This one. This. Okay. This is perfect. I'm going to get some more concealer again, and we're going to use the dark one. I'm sorry, not the dark one. The light one. The light concealer, because what we want to do is create a line. So use one that's slightly lighter than your complexion, or the same as your complexion is fine as well. In this case, I'm actually mixing the two together, okay? It's up to you. It's up to you. And so what we're going to do is create a there you go. Just cleaning up this wing. We are just cleaning up the wing. That's it. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to, let's lighten up just a little bit lighter again, because some of my shadow has fallen down onto my cheeks. And fast forward a little bit. 1 second. Let's just fast forward a little bit. So what I did was I blended in the concealer serum that was underneath my eyes, the one that was a little bit lighter, so that we're highlighting the cheekbones. And I applied mascara. There you go. This is what's called Telescope. This is Telescope. I think it's by Revlon. It's kind of worn. It's kind of worn off. I hope I'm not wrong, but it's called Telescope, okay? It's got an unusual wand, and so it's really good for lifting, separating. I just applied that so that my lashes have something, so that the lash extensions, the lash strips, have something to kind of support them and to sit on, okay? And then I have my nail glue, my eyelash glue, my eyelash adhesive, and this is by Poppy's Ivy. Just picked it up at my local beauty supply. Hold on. What's going on with this? Stop acting up. All right, so I picked that up at my local beauty supply, and there you go. I'm just going to apply my lashes. Hold on. There you go. And just carefully on the inside of that lash, on the inside, apply a thin line. Thin but even. Thin but even. And I do go over this probably about 3 times. Just want to make sure that lash is even. Then I will let it sit and just dry a little bit so that it gets slightly tacky. All right, good enough, good enough. Let's go ahead and move on to those lashes now. They should be dry enough. Not completely dry, but they're a little tacky. So I usually just use my fingers. You can use, of course, your tweezers, or the tweezers that comes with the tweezers that are meant for lash. Yes, it's done. I know. I'm still messing with it. I know I'm still messing with it. Sorry, y'all. I don't want that glue to show. You know, the glue is white, so we need it to dry. And that's part of the reason why you make sure that you're very thorough with the black smoky eye shadow and liner. That's part of the reason that you want to be very thorough with that. Make sure that your corner is really, really dark. Is because you don't want to apply your lash and then see a separation between the lash extension and your natural lashes. Now, if you are really dark in there the way you need to be and you smudge it properly and that you really get that corner, even if there's a separation, it's hard to see it because it's dark. It's so dark in there. All right. Also push up on the corners to make sure one is not higher than the other one, and if it is, then you can kind of play with it and adjust it, pull one down or pull one up, whichever you prefer. All right, so let's move on now to highlighting. So I have True Complexion, which is by Brown Radiance contour palette. There you go. So we've got the contour for the darker for contouring, sculpting, so slightly lighter, and the highlight. Okay, I don't think I'm doing any sculpting, so I'm just going to do highlight, and that's it. Just highlight cheekbones. There you go. Very simple, quick and easy. Little extra highlight. I'm just doing a little bit, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, then I'm also going to get in here. Okay, then I also do well, let's do down here first. I'm going to use this palette again by Milani. I'm going to use the dark, I'm sorry, not the dark. No, I'm not using that one. I'm using the other Milani palette. I'm going to use the what's it called here? Cinnamon Spice or Cinnamon Spicy. I'm going to add a little bit of darker. This is actually shadow. But I could have used the contouring that comes in the Brown Radiance. So, matter of fact, here, let's go ahead and use that. There you go. There you go. Got a little contouring going on there. Not too crazy, not too much. Then I use the lighter. Where is it at? The lighter concealer. And I just kind of dab that a little bit here on the tip of my nose. There you go. I don't do a whole lot of nose contouring. I just don't like it. I don't like looking like my nose has been drawn. It's just not my personal preference, so I don't do it. And now I'm gonna blend that. Gonna blend it slightly. Just slightly. There you go. And then I'm gonna add the highlight in the black radiance. Did I say Brown Radiance again? It's called Black Radiance. I don't know why I keep calling it Brown Radiance, but I guess, I don't know, because it's for black and brown people. I guess, I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I think of myself as brown. I don't know. It's like a Freudian slip. It's just, I don't even realize I'm saying. Because I did another haul where I kept saying, and I said that, I kept saying Brown Radiance. And my husband edited my video and was like, it's black radiance. It's black radiance. You have me looking for brown, the brown radiance logo. There is no brown radiance. Okay. There you go. There you go. And I just blend it. And I just blend it. There you go. That's it. It's so simple. So simple. And now we're gonna go ahead and line my lips with a very dark brown. This is by Maybelline. Very dark brown. This is actually an eyebrow liner, but I like this dark brown, so I use this for my lips too. So if you're about my complexion, or even if you're not about my complexion, try the dark brown and the plum, or just the plum by itself, or the dark brown by itself. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if you're feeling it, because I love it. It's my favorite. It is truly my favorite. Now, I said I don't really contour my nose, but let me just show you real quick. For the sake of this tutorial, let me just show you real quick. If you use the contour here, a little bit, just a little bit. I don't go crazy. I don't want to see lines. I don't want it to look like I've drawn on my nose. So I just kind of give it a little, barely touching. I just barely touch. Okay, there you go. So you can see it, but it's very slight. It's very light. It's very light. It's like barely contoured, barely. But it does make a difference, though. It does look nice. Okay, y'all comment below. Let me know, do you like this? Do you like this look? It is pretty natural. It is a pretty natural look. It's also a little natural glam, I would say, in between natural and glam at the same time. And listen, please subscribe if you haven't already, please. It helps me. It helps me out. And listen, don't be afraid to comment that you subscribed today, because that way I can personally thank you and let you know that I do truly appreciate you spending your time with me. I mean that. Like, I really do mean that. Of all the people you could have been watching, you chose to be here. You chose to be here, so I don't take that for granted. I just don't. I just don't. Please drop me a comment, okay? Say hi. Say happy belated birthday. Say something to me. Talk to me. And please remember, hit that notification bell. That way you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay? Remember, you are letting YouTube know what you like and what you want to see more of. Okay? There you go. We're going to do some gloss and I'm done. I'm done. This is NYX as well. Use a lot of NYX today. This one is called Filler Instinct. I think it does have a slight plumping, this one. Okay. That is NYX Instinct. NYX Filler Instinct. Try it. If you have not tried all of these NYX products, please do. Please do, because NYX is very affordable and they are it's quality makeup. It really is. I always say, why would you spend more if you don't have to? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Don't you like having more money in your pocket? Okay, NYX is gonna make their money, Maybelline's gonna make their money, but don't you want to have more of your money in your pocket? So if you can buy brands that are great, they get the job done, you're gonna be looking good, feeling good, shining and glowing, but you don't have to spend a lot to do it. Girl, come on, come on. And remember, I don't care what you heard. It is a trick of the devil. There's nobody better than you, more beautiful than you. You are a unique creation. You are a masterpiece, and you are already the most beautiful girl in the whole wide world. Period. I will see y'all next time. Love you. Mean it. Bye.